right. I've taken care of every single person, every single threat. What is left?
Hello, Batman.
I don't like that.
So they took the. So Joker's taken the warden.
Who still lost an eye.
Yeah. Well, he's had that lost eye since the beginning of the game.
Is this Warden a character in the comics or not?
I don't think he is.
Considering all this place kind of fell apart before Arkham and stuff, and Arkham's the new place, I don't think he's.
Like, I'm
really
trying to
remembered
think,
all
like,
that
if
much.
Black... Because I don't remember if Blackgate's even a thing, like, post-Asylum.
Yes, it is, because there is a spin-off
Okay.
called Blackgate that is based after this game. Or
I mean, Blackgate, for all intents and purposes, is pretty much just, like... It's pretty much kindergarten compared to, like, I don't know, 5th grade Arkham.
I'm sorry, but Bane without his mask is cursed. It's
Yeah,
part of
it's
the-
he just looks.
I want to ask, because apparently something important's going on. Logan, would you mind briefing us on what's happening here?
This. Effectively, what's about to happen, every time Bane's heart beats, Joker's like electric chair gets 1% more charged up or whatever, so he's trying to set it up in such a way where Batman has to kill somebody in order to get out of this.
But of course, we have the MacGuffin from earlier, so we.
But I guess it makes me wonder, like, do you think, like, Joker's ever learned from this? Like, okay, Batman no longer has the shotgun. Not to spoil that, but like, do you think Joker's ever tried this, like, tactic ever again? Like, trying to force Batman to kill someone?
Not
Definitely.
in my recollection.
Well, not in the Arkham series, but definitely just in general.
What were some, I guess, standout examples that you can think of?
Dark Knight. I mean, come on.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, like the entire.
Well, that was more Joker forcing other people to kill other people.
Well, no, but
I mean,
he,
like Batman
but he
specifically.
also wanted to have Batman kill somebody because he is fascinated by. Because again, one of the lines that that Joker has is like, "You have so many. You have so many rules. I just have one rule. Then you're going to break your one rule tonight." That.
That's right. That's right. Freaking with Rachel and Dent.
Yeah.
But also, I was about to say, that's also, like, another thing Joker mentioned as well that we have to, like, before people argue it, like, we can't just...
There he is.
The moon and then to the floor.
I love. Oh no!
Escape!
Not breaking
Yeah,
backs
what-
today, Bane.
At that exact moment, if I did not break out that time, that would have been an insta-kill,
Wait,
where he,
make-
does the Bane
Yeah,
move.
it does the
Yep.
breaking the back.
Yeah. But I was about to say is that, like, yeah, he has that heart monitor on him, and Joker even called out, it's like, oh, you can't just simply rip it off of him, otherwise it'll detonate.
Right, no.
Oh, not again.
Alpha!
Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh, no, wait,
I guess
the game one.
I guess he just dislocated it.
Also, this is a cutscene,
Oh.
so.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Maybe you should
I
have
like
moved.
how the guy that was obviously fucking Troy Baker talking.
Yeah, well, they needed an extra that day. Oh.
Good lord. Careful, Jim. When that chair goes off, that's 2,000 volts. You won't make it. You don't need to.
Wow, you guys suck at your job.
Oh yeah, for some reason Joker is like. For some reason, Joker is actually a good fighter in this series at times.
Yeah, well,
I mean-
to be fair, it's always been kind of inconsistent about how good of a fighter
Oh, wait,
Joker
listening.
is.
Hang on. He's remembering back from when we saw.
Oh, yeah. Schmuck Bane.
I like how he goes back to thinking about that line, as opposed to, you know, the fact that he used it to fucking make Alfred alive again.
Well, that's the thing. That
Oh,
was
no,
just
oh, no,
making
oh, no,
Alfred
there's more.
alive. He's just talking about, like, the idea of, like, stopping that heart monitor.
Yep, with our shock. So basically, yeah, I guess
Not-
now you
no,
think
no,
about, wow,
it's not
there's been
stopping-
foreshadowing.
It's not stopping the heart monitor. It's you'll see.
Actually stopping his heart. Basically, yeah, there's been foreshadowing this whole entire game, James. We had the shock, we had Electrocutioner, we had those paramedics back in the Gotham City Police Department when that first riot started. We walked past them, and now we have that Alfred scene. But turns out these shock gloves really are the Deus Ex Machina of the game.
Which
I
is
mean,
why we
yeah.
never see them again.
Wait a minute. Actually, they don't even return at night?
No.
Nope. Ouchies!
Oh boy.
Does this have friendly
Get
fire
the
or
space.
something?
He
Yes.
can attack his other moves.
Yes,
Yes.
they go
I doubt.
blind.
There he is.
To be fair, I doubt he cares.
Yeah, no, he just wants us dead because he has history with us. And don't worry, for some dumb reason, Bane has never, at any point in time, told anybody, "Hey, by the way, this guy's ass I'm kicking, it belongs to a guy named freaking Bruce Wayne."
I feel like he doesn't really care to
He
share
doesn't-
because it's kind of like it kind of reminds me of like with the Riddler and Hush, where it's like
Yeah.
the Riddler, because of his compulsion, he literally can't tell anyone that Batman's secret identity because that's pretty much like
That's his
it's
trump
the
card.
one nugget that he. Yeah, I was about to say it's like the one nugget that everyone knows that puts him ahead of the game.
As Batman puts it, if you reveal it, you'll no longer be the smartest man in the room, and the Riddler
That is
hates
fair.
that.
That is fair. Meanwhile, come on!
Look at that.
Get the heart monitor off.
In the river.
Game is over, Joker. Let Captain Gordon go. Yeah. Put the gun down, freak.
How about I put you down?
Ah,
Gosh.
Ouch.
It's okay, I'm wearing Kevlar. Oh, okay. Shouldn't have said that.
Celebrate your victory, but I've got
Well-
stockings to stop.
Fun fact about Kevlar: it can only resist one shot. Any other shots,
Well, that's
and
why I was
you're
wondering.
fucked.
well, there we go. Well, I mean, it was one the shot that had the impact, but otherwise, again, lines like that, I do. Again, I'm totally fine with this version of Joker. I think he pulls off the role well.
Oh yeah, of course. No, I will say, for as overused as he is every now and then, I do love
I need your help to stop the Joker. Our help?
I do love
Vigilante.
Troy Baker
Kill
as
enough
Joker.
for you
Sorry.
tonight. Bane's in cardiopulmonary arrest. I have only minutes to resuscitate.
Cardio,
him.
what-
It's
what's-
too late. You mean you didn't?
I didn't kill
That's
him.
how I do things. Now go.
And yay,
That's not
respect,
how-
mutual respect has been given.
That's not how I do things. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going over to the Zack Snyderverse to do that.
Hang on, I just need to save Bane.
I still will.
He'll be so happy to see me when I do
Yeah,
this.
I still.
I can tell him, Bane, I saved your life. Give me a hug now. I did it.
I mean, look, this is me. Still keeping true to my rule.
Whoop.
Hey, Bane, aren't you?
Shit.
Oh boy.
I thought you'd be happy to see me.
Also, something I want to bring up. So, a little earlier, Bane was talking about he was working on a prototype drug called, like, TN1. Basically, he wants to replace his addiction to Venom with something else. Now we're gonna see what exactly TN1 does.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I
much-
get
You
it.
guessed it.
It's Titan.
You guessed it. This is the first use of Titan.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no.
Now,
it's
doesn't he look a little bit
grotesque.
more familiar, James?
Yeah, that's more or less the Bane I've come to love to hate.
Yeah, it's why I get the explanation for making this. Apparently, messes with Bane so much that his mind is.
He's a brute.
Yeah.
And he I mean, you're gonna see now, he's only gonna know that we're Batman, and he will actually now, from this point forward, forget that we're Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
pretty
because like
much-
one of the side effects for TM1 is that like it causes like severe like mental damage.
yeah, which
Beyond
is why.
that, Bane
We know about TN1.
Sorry. I like that kind of explanation as to why he's, why he's more of a brute in the other games. But even then, I don't know. I still just don't like it whenever he's a brute.
lead him into the electrical fence. Otherwise, Bane kind of works a little bit. They really like this mechanic after it was done in City. Bane works similarly to the freeze fight, where we need to lower that health bar down. Otherwise, he'll go into a rage, and eventually he'll start catching on to things you do. Like, if you attack him from a vent, he's going to start really breaking every vent.
Yeah,
If you-
Oh, good.
If you try to attack, I know, thank goodness. If you try to attack from a grate, he will
Start ripping grates
he'll
open.
hide in. Yeah, he does not like the chase of goose.
I
Okay,
guess
he
you
missed
could
you, like,
say it's not
twice.
very great for him.
Third time's the charm.
As long as I just roll around like he's just a bull. He's a bull in the china shop. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Fun fact,
I don't know
bulls
why.
Fun fact, Mythbusters proved that bulls in china shops actually don't destroy things. They are very careful
Really, like,
beings.
they're very careful. Ow! fuck.
Ouch.
Oh, I see, because he's flailing wildly.
Yeah, but no, they are very
Got
careful
it.
beings.
Well, then what causes the bull to be agitated so much to be put in, bullfights?
Anyway,
Well, it's usually just all the shouting and all of the noise and stuff.
but you're saying
And the waving the cape.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this kind of
that's true.
reminds me of the final boss fight in Bendy, where, you know, he's just running through the walls
yeah,
going
the-
like,
the-
"Ah!"
Oh yeah, freaking mugshot Bendy.
Yeah, no, I think at this point he's pretty much going to start running around like a jackass. You might want to stop him in his tracks.
Hang on.
Wait,
Don't
really?
see me.
There you go.
Hi-ya! Yeah, basically the whole point of this is that I need to send him into the electrical fences, or like the electrical fences will do massive damage to him if you can. Otherwise, oh jeez. Otherwise, you can do more minimal damage to get in.
Get in.
He's gonna rip them open, you know.
Oh, he won't. He doesn't know where I am.
No, he actually will start, like, now that he's out of his, like, phase.
What do you mean? Huh?
Oops.
I think that's what he means.
Yeah, go.
Let's go this
What
way.
do you mean?
Now I don't know if there's actually a time limit or not, but for now we just he's now pissed so much that he's breaking like every grate near him.
And now we're on a time limit.
Yeah, so now
Of sorts,
this
yeah.
is where it becomes slightly like the Mr. Freeze fight, where he still has a little bit of cleverness, but he's not as clever as he is in
Ow.
games.
Okay, a glue
Well, that
grenade by
didn't
itself
help.
is not going to work.
He just passed you again.
Now let's do this.
Whoop.
Ha!
Gosh,
There.
that scares me.
I love how, like, all the mooks in the cages are actually commenting on everything.
And perfect. This will do massive
Get
damage to him.
moves in a cage. Oh!
Yeah, actually, in behind him, you see that the guy's just knocked out from that
I'm
blast.
fairly certain it would kill him, but you know.
Most likely. So we just need to do one more hit to him, and that should be it.
What happened to no guns?
A jamming mechanism. A jamming mechanism has been in effect, so now, unless I can find it, which I don't think I do because I didn't have time. Now I can no longer use my bat computer detective vision to see where he is in the room.
Oh, shit.
So we got to be very careful now. There he is.
Even better now that you've
Run,
more or
run,
less
run.
booked up part of the room.
Run.
Okay.
Run.
Let's see if I can get around the corner and.
Am I gonna have to beat a back bitch today?
Where are you? You have an overdue library book.
And perfectly right. Oh, I missed it. Well,
Man.
whatever. This should be enough.
Yep,
1
just-
HP
Oh.
left.
No, that's
Oh,
it.
what?
That we put him to the point. So now, because now we get to finish him. In a second, you'll see.
It's over, Alfred. I've defeated Bane.
You don't say that.
Dude,
They get
You're
very mad when you
saying?
they get very
So,
mad when
did you
say
make
that.
sure that his HP was down to 0?
No, it's down to 1. That works, though, right?
It's-
Master Bruce, we've talked about this. You can't pwn the noob until you've confirmed the kill.
Master Bruce, this is how Base got away in Mega Man 7. He still had a sliver of health left by the time you finished the fight.
Alright, now time
I
for-
never finished that game, and you know it, Alfred.
You've never finished Mega Man 7? Oh, good lord, Master Bruce. How can you call yourself a gamer?
I was about to say, how could you call... I thought you were about to say, how can you call yourself a Wayne?
Also, even
Anyway,
with Titan, I
we
feel
did it.
like Bane would, fucking die from that.
No, you'd be surprised how crazy
Now,
powerful Titan is.
jeez, just imagine that kind of pressure on that rope.
Yeah, even the back claw's like, I don't want to do this. Yeah, so so there you go. Plot point immediately cleaned up, and that's why Bane is the way he is in the Arkham games thus forward.
Which I do like that
Gotcha.
explanation, but even then, I'll still prefer Smart Bane over,
I know.
Thug Bane.
Well, they showed off. Well, again, he had no idea what was going to do. He was pushed to his limits and tried something experimental.
I understand that.
Looks that way.
I mean, I guess in some ways it's not too dissimilar to how Joker had that bright idea to suddenly turn to a Titan in the first game.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
well,
never
that
think
was
it
more
through.
so, like, because Joker knew that would be, like, love it or hate it, he knew that would garner attention, and, we all know the Joker loves attention.
Yeah, he's all for the theatrics, even if it does turn him into a goddamn B-movie monster.
All right, Warden's there.
I do hate
Where
that fight,
I
though.
see the I see the Warden, but where is Gordon?
Yeah, what is
Oh.
Gordon?
Oh,
Oh,
hi,
hey.
Croc.
Oh, hey, Croc.
Oh, hi, Killer Croc.
Croc, not now.
We were.
Dude.
Oh, nice.
Ow.
And Killer Croc's like, screw this, I'm out.
Oh, well, okay then.
Goodbye,
I
Killer
was
Croc.
just- I just realized my cameo was only gonna be so short, and yeah,
Yeah,
Gordon's
I
actually
hate.
gonna be
We
helping
didn't
us.
even see him leave in that cutscene. He's just like,
You did.
I'm out.
No, you see him run. If you look close enough, he was running behind the doors as they shot.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, as you're saying, Hype, we get to see now the multiplayer aspect of Gordon's model fighting alongside Batman.
Huh.
Oh, he's getting zapped.
Yeah.
we get to
He's
see
not
Gordon
super
fight
effective.
beside Batman.
Oh crap, he sucks. Oh crap, he sucks.
At
forgot he's not
least
Batman.
trying.
Where is he? Okay, he's getting back up. He's getting back up.
How are you doing?
I mean, he's
Jordy?
really not much better. He's not much better than the rest of his posse.
How are you doing,
You doing good?
Jordy?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just watching the show, eating my popcorn, drinking my water.
Yeah, hey, I was about to say, there you go. You stole my moment, Batman.
No,
Oh, what
I
were
get
you
to
going
smack
to
the
say?
butts.
We were just asking how you were.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What do you think of all this so far with the setup and the boss battles?
Well, it's interesting, and I'm going to agree with Matt that I think I prefer Smarter Bane over Brute Bane.
Thank you.
Makes you
Well,
wonder
I
why
think
they
it's
even
pretty
bother why they bother with the luchador aspect anyway when that's not even the best part of the character.
No, honestly, I love the luchador aspect and all that. Also, I'm sorry, people be silent. This is the best part of the game.
Okay.
I think he inhaled some of his own Joker gas.
Finish off the kill and back for more, eh?
Bane's still alive.
Oh.
Looky.
You know what? I should have double checked that.
Not funny.
Dude.
No, you
And
don't.
wait, I said.
Oops.
Oh,
We
come
can't say
on!
sorry for the whole thing. To be fair, dude, we're in the commentary.
I mean, that's fair. But also, to be fair, I am a little peeved that he has a lot of great dialogue, and he also never really fires that gun.
No.
Dude. Yeah, this is. Yeah, so. Whoop!
You just can't get it through your thick skull. Ugh. We both exist because of them.
Give up.
Wait, because of who?
People, society.
And honestly,
Society.
Logan, is it just me or does this whole sequence give me Le Paradox vibes?
Honestly, with how the combat really just amounts to this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also
feel
love to
like
hang out.
this-
Just
I don't know. I feel like this
And
feels
keep
more
going.
satisfying than with Le Paradox.
it's just kind of funny out of context, and it just keeps coming back to this. And stay down.
Ow!
That's why you do it, isn't it? You like the way it feels. It's what you need.
Oof.
Tell that to a Batman that cares.
Come on, baby. Beat me till your knuckles bleed.
Oh, don't say that. Now you're making things awkward.
There's only one way to
Where are you,
stop
Lego
me.
Joker?
I think the big irony here is that he's the one that enjoys it more than Batman does.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh,
Whoa.
Oh, hello.
What he
exactly what he
sees.
sees him as. And punch.
Stay down.
Any one of my guys.
Ah, it's just not as fun if I do that.
The city deserves better than that.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
You know, my
And
daughter thinks
done.
you're a hero. But I still have to bring you in.
Gordon, come in. What's your 20?
I'm in the chapel. We got the Joker.
maybe I
You
shouldn't
gotta
have
stop
looked away
looking
for
away.
a second.
You gotta. You think after all these years, do you think he learns to just hold eye contact the entire time for once?
Well, I think after a while
Gordon,
he just
why-
sort of just.
Gordon, why aren't you blinking? Can't let you
asking myself,
out of my sight.
why I didn't
Want to
win.
see
I think-
you try to get away for once.
I now know.
I think
Gordon,
I think there's certain runs or adaptations that he's pretty much just given up and just decided to just accept the fact that Batman does this.
Put me in charge
Fair.
of a station full of rotten.
I mean, he really is the biggest help too.
Why are they
freaking-
still wearing the
I can
masks?
change this.
I don't know. That
Because
looks
they
nice.
don't have-
'Cause
they don't feel
well,
like
they took
taking
them.
them
They took them off, and they didn't like what they saw. They said they look better with the masks. But keep them on.
God, look at that Hulk. Look at this ugly motherfucker.
out his heart. That is funny.
Oh, now he gets it.
Good one, Bats.
You know, it was a bit of a slow burner, but I have to admit, Batman really is a better comedian than I thought he was. I can't wait for more collabs.
I mean, pretty much. That's,
I mean, that's pretty much
that.
how he makes his. That's how he makes his living now, through collaborations.
Yeah.
Maybe he can give them
I tried doing the solo gig, but you know, the commissions just weren't coming in as fast as I wanted them to.
Commissions weren't
And
coming
that-
in that fast from the commissioner.
And there you go. That is what I still believe is a pretty strong entry. I mean, not really, but definitely pretty strong entry in the Arkham series, Arkham
It
Origins.
is the third best. How about that?
Let's just call it for what it is. A pretty damn good Disney sequel.
I mean, in the sense of it's more of the same with a few little things removed, but it basically, yeah. I would honestly say that if you enjoyed City, you're going to enjoy Origins because it's pretty much more of City, just with slightly bigger map, a little expansion, not
Slightly
like a Night
tweaked
Level's a big
combat.
map, lightly tweaked combat, and a different cast of characters to work with. But I'd say in terms of its plot, is again, as we mentioned, aside from the quick little, bait and switch with Black Mask and Joker, the stuff with Batman and Joker, I really loved this game exploring that little dynamic, and I thought it was a pretty good. I thought it was a very good performance from all the actors involved. James, while we have Joker sing his little song because it's that part of the credits,
And totally not because they were just taking another cue from Arkham City.
what were your thoughts on the game?
It's alright. Honestly, that's really all I can say on the matter. It's alright. I could definitely see where you guys are coming from, where if you look past the fact that it is mostly just retreading familiar ground from Arkham City, it seems like a decent enough extension, if nothing else.
Okay. Well, Hype, you were also here the longest. What about you? What did you think of this as another Arkham entry?
Well, basically, like you said, it's just basically more of what City had to offer, and I really liked Arkham City, so I welcome more of that. In fact, honestly, it's because of that, I know I know Matt said that this is, his third favorite in the series. I honestly kind of like this, it's never gonna top City, I'm gonna say that. I honestly do kind of like this more than Asylum, though.
I was gonna say, I think Asylum is a very good linear exploration, but I do love the open world stuff a little bit more, which is why I think this one for me is a little bit higher than Asylum.
Yeah,
and of
it's
course, no Joker.
I don't know why.
Well, it's also that it's
when I give my thoughts, I'll
yes.
give my counter argument. But
Okay.
continue.
Well, my thing is that, it's like I mentioned before, I know it's not entirely Asylum's fault, because, it's the first game in the series, so obviously it's going to be limited in a lot of aspects, but because I just really loved the just versatility that Batman has in City, both in terms of combat and just traversal, and Origins pretty much gives me more of that, as well as, honestly, in its own, in a vacuum, I think the story in Origins is really good. So that plus more of the gameplay that I really love, it's just, I have, I'll say this, I have an easier time going back into Origins than I do Asylum, if that makes better sense.
That's fair. Only because you didn't get enough chance to talk in the last part. Jordy, what were your thoughts on what you've seen of Arkham Origins?
Honestly, it was pretty interesting. I mean, I'll admit, I think I do prefer City a little bit more just because of how more in the present it is and how many characters are in it. But looking at it as a prequel viewpoint with a younger Batman meeting all of these villains, for the first time, it's a really interesting take on the story.
Actually,
Alrighty.
one more thing that we can go to, Matt. You were talking about how you really like the Batman Joker relationships. Honestly, the thing that really makes the story for me is just Batman's, like I mentioned before, the Batman Alfred dynamic. This is probably the most that the series gets out of it, and honestly, I think they do a really good job with it. Between it and the DLC campaign that we're going to be tackling soon.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Before we move on, is there any relevance to this Dean Snyder character?
It's just more commentary on the world building at large. You'll hear little nods to things happening in the future, and you know, just world building, I guess.
One thing-
Matt, what were your thoughts on
Alright.
Arkham Origins?
Really quick, first off, I do like that Jack Ryder's in this bit. I love Jack Ryder. I absolutely hate that they constantly hinted at the Creeper, his alter ego in this series, and we never saw the Creeper. Like, they mentioned the Creeper, they name drop him a bunch of times, we never see the Creeper.
My guess is that they probably just couldn't think of like a good enough reason for him to be involved.
They could... I get it. I mean, with how bloated Knight was, I feel like they could have fit him in somewhere. But no, I'll say, I do like this game. I think it is great. I think the only reason why I prefer Asylum just slightly more, just very slightly, is the combat. I do apologize. I feel like they tweaked the combat in this game that it isn't as fluid or as fun as Asylum and City and all that. I don't think it's...
Hey,
Oh.
I'm so sorry. A quick question: is that Tom Kane voicing Quincy Sharp?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
it's
is...
the same guy that voiced him in Asylum.
Yep, that is the... So the reason why we're talking about why he's interviewing Quincy Sharp is because they're talking about... They're setting up Arkham Asylum and all that. But,
I just want to quickly say, Tom Kane, thank you for all that you've done over the years, and we're sorry about what happened to you with your stroke.
yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, continue. I'm so sorry.
rest easy, you crazy son of a gun.
Oh, it's all good. So, yeah, I feel like just... I feel like Asylum is a little better with its combat, and also, I know, like, I feel like the open world in this game isn't as good as City, and that's why, like, I'm a little iffed about it. I prefer the more Metroidvania-esque way that Asylum had its map and all that. But also the fact that, I will say
there
though,
it goes.
this story is this is the second best in the series. This is the second best
Okay.
story in the series. City, in my opinion, like, nothing can top that for a Batman game.
That's fair.
But
I agree.
this story, yes, it was incredibly predictable that the Joker was going to be the villain.
There's the whole team.
Yay!
With Bugs Bunny, everyone's favorite Batman.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
But no, but, oh yeah.
Post-credit scene.
Figured you'd be by.
Hi Waller, you're going to be played by Deborah Wilson in the new game.
Who's
And
that?
also,
Wait, who?
Amanda Waller,
handler.
basically, you remember in the Justice League cartoon, like the short fat
No,
woman
no,
that...
the actress who's
Oh,
playing
Deborah
her.
Wilson. She is a voice act. Like, she does a lot of voice acting, but she is also an Emmy Award winner, and she used to be one of the biggest cast members on Mad TV.
Ah, okay.
Have you
But,
have you seen the
oh.
have you seen Jedi Fallen Order?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, she plays a mentor character in that. She's an amazing actress.
Oh, I know
by the
her.
way. Like, she is.
Oh yeah, of
fantastic.
course. I'm looking forward to her. So I will say here, at this point, this is where some post-game stuff would happen, which I will unfortunately not be showing because it's mainly just relegated to that one case I was talking about, and just there's a whole quest where you help out Gordon by beating up like 10 mooks, and there is one nod to a Christmas gag. What was that again, Hype?
It was like, you know how like sometimes when Batman interrogates thugs, there's one sequence like that with one of the thugs. They jokingly do the whole like jingle bells, Batman smells, and Batman just responds with, "No."
No.
And then knocks him out. No. It just, he goes. Yeah, beyond that, it really is just some dialogue, like further cementing the at the moment, tempered but soon to be fast partnership of Gordon and Batman to clean up the streets. And fortunately, similar with Marvel Spider-Man, this is not where our adventures with Arkham Origins are going to end, because also, like, I just said, why did I say Spider-Man? A better comparison would have been how hyped did Arkham City. We have one cool little DLC campaign to address.
I mean, it's the same principle at the end of the day. So with that all said done, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all next time for Arkham Origins. What's
Cold,
the subtitle?
Cold Heart.
Oh, also,
Cold.
really quick
Okay.
before we go, I forgot. Deborah Wilson actually did play Amanda Waller in the past. She played her in the Telltale Batman games.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah,
Huh,
join us
coincidence.
for some Cold Heart gameplay. See ya.
Till next time, everybody.
You guys enjoy the cold. I'm going to enjoy the warmth and comfort of my home and some tea. Bye.
But it's October.
Stay cool.